Alright guys, in our last video we went over how to fade tracks out, how to cut them and paste them, and how to edit them to work for you. Again, always make the tracks work for you. Do not be a slave to the track. So in this video what we'll do is we will learn how to make a stop track. And stop tracks go in this space here, which we chose to create in our custom sessions back when we created our custom session on multitracks.com. So we put them here. What this does is, one, this space allows for if the MD forgets to stop the track, it gives you some time to remember and also to stop the track before it rolls into the next track. Like if the host is coming up, we don't want the next track to play over the host, obviously, or it gives us some time if we're just going to let it roll on to get ready for the next song. But a stop track is great because, well, it stops the track. So I'm going to teach you how to create a stop track in this video. So the first thing we need to do is make sure that what is called our IAC driver is enabled on our computer, or usable on our computer. So we go up to the spotlight here on a Mac, and we can click that and search for MIDI, and we see audio MIDI setup. That's what we need to open. And so see, it came up here. No windows open, so we're going to go to Window, and we're going to show MIDI Studio. Now what we're concerned with is the IAC driver, so double click on that. And here we just need to see that the device is online and check marked, and that we have one IAC bus port. If you don't see one IAC bus port, you can add one just by choosing the plus button there. But we don't need two, so we're just going to use one. And then whatever changes you would make, you would hit Apply Changes down here if you made any changes there. Alright, so that is set up on our computer side. Now we'll close out of that and go back to Live. And we need to make sure that it is set up in Ableton Live. So we go to Live, click there, Preferences. It usually comes up under the Audio tab, so we'll need to click the MIDI tab here. And we'll just need to look for Input IAC Driver Remote On and Output IAC Driver Track On. So if those things are clicked, you should be good to go. Close out of that. Now what we'll do is I like to create my stop track, which is a MIDI clip. I like to create it underneath the song title. So I click the song title, go up to Create, Insert MIDI Track. Boom. MIDI track inserted right here. So now what we'll do is I always just highlight an entire measure. First, before we do that, sorry, we go over here to where it says No Input and choose IAC Driver. And for our purposes on Sunday morning, I always choose channel 8 because we only ever have 7 other channels, and we never use a channel 8. So make sure IAC driver is chosen and then choose channel 8. Then we highlight here, boom. And we can do this one of two ways. We can create a MIDI clip by hitting Shift Command M, like that, and a MIDI clip is created, or we can highlight, go to Create, and Insert MIDI clip by choosing that. And we have our MIDI clip. So we'll click on here, and I like to name this down here Stop. Boom. Now it says Stop. And the way we get a MIDI clip in here is go down here to the little keyboard, expand this out a little bit, scroll down. I use C#2. I don't know why. It's the way I learned it. So that's what I use. And drag it all the way out. You don't have to. It can be as short as just this, but I just like to see it like that, so I do. Good to go. So now what we need to do is what is called mapping. We need to make our stop button here we need to map it to our stop track here, our MIDI clip here. So this MIDI clip is going to trigger our stop button. So what we do is we hit Command M, which does that, turns everything this bluish purple, or we can go over here and choose MIDI, and that does the same thing. So what we're doing now is all of these things are mappable by any MIDI interfacing or MIDI clip. So what we're going to do is we'll start our song, choose our stop button, and let our MIDI clip take over. There it goes. So you saw the 2 appear up there over the stop button, and that means our MIDI clip is now working. So we can unclick MIDI there, and then we'll play it again and watch the stop track work. Track is going, and it stopped. Easy as that. Then we just save it, and what you can do, zoom out by hitting minus again, and you can copy and paste this, or you can drag it over to the end of every song. What I like to do is hold down Alt or Option, or I click it first, then hold down Alt or Option and drag it. That just kind of it actually duplicates it. Drop it in and do it again. I'll see you do it again. Create that stop track, and then you drag it so nothing keeps playing. You're welcome for that. So there you go, you got your stop tracks. And then you zoom in by hitting Shift, plus button, and you place it where you need it, because it doesn't always put it exactly where you need it when you drag it over. So here's a helpful tool. Go up here to this scroll bar, and if you click it, it'll take you right to where you're clicking. So, boom, there you go. That is how you create a stop track. Enjoy.